Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Oneill range of wetsuits for summer 2014, starting with an all-new wetsuit which is called the Oneill Hyperfreak. Now the Hyperfreak comes in place of the old Guru chest zip. Now they're still doing the Guru, it's a classic basically, but it's always been previously in a back zip. So they're going to keep it with the back Zen zip style, and instead of having the chest zip Guru, they're introducing the Oneill Hyperfreak. So what's different, you may ask? It comes down to the actual quality of neoprene. For those of you that are familiar with Oneill wetsuits, you'll know that a couple of years ago they introduced what's called the Techno Butter neoprene. Now the Techno Butter is basically a lighter, less absorbent neoprene which was used in the winter suits and now through into the summer suits, and has become known as one of the lightest, most lightweight neoprenes on the market. Okay, so the Hyperfreak uses this Techno Butter the whole way through the suit. Previously, to get that Techno Butter material, you had to start with the Psycho 1, which was basically around about 200 UK pounds. But this suit comes in about the mid-hundreds, okay, and it's 100% Techno Butter. Now the Techno Butter is, as I say, lighter and less absorbent, so 30% less absorbent than standard neoprene. It all comes down to the jersey on the outside of the wetsuit. So if I come a bit closer, you might be able to see that sort of zigzagging on the jersey there. Sean zooms in. And basically, the actual neoprene inside the suit is pretty much the same. So the jersey on the outside, there's less cotton in it, and basically that means that it's less absorbent and dries quicker, and also feels lighter. Okay, so there's a deeper groove in the jersey basically. Okay, so that Techno Butter runs the whole way through the suit, and it's the same principle about the Guru carries through to the Hyperfreak, which is minimal panelling, so you don't have the smooth skin panel. Okay, it's double lined the whole way through, and one piece of neoprene top to bottom across the front of the suit, and the arced seams down the side of the suit there as well. Bent seams on the shoulders and on the elbows. Basically everything's thought about to make sure the panelling is minimal and make sure there's no restriction in the movement of the suit, so you get full flex the whole way through the suit. Okay, now unlike the Psycho 1, the suit isn't welded on the outside, there's no stitchless technology, it's just standard glued and blind stitching. Okay, basically what that means is on the outside of the wetsuit they stitch the suit halfway through, and then on the inside basically they glue it to make sure that no water comes in, so the suit is sealed in effect. Around the stress areas they'll put things like the taping there as well basically, and that will mean that the suit is nice and robust, it's not going to rip apart in any sort of danger areas. The zip, as I said before, is a chest zip system with the Hyperfreaks. It's not the standard fuse system, I don't believe. You do have a PK zip here, but you don't have the flaps which go over the zip, so you can see the zip running across the front there, but it's a really hard wearing water resistant zip basically runs across the front. Instead of having those little flaps over the front there, you've just got the zip running across the front. So nice and simple, and the chest system I'll show you in a second when we turn the suit inside out. Some of the standard things that you'll get previously with the Guru is the Duraflex knee pad. The Duraflex knee pad, special nice robust material basically which stops the suit wearing through on the knees, lower part of the body. And the suit itself is a 3-2, okay? Now basically that means you get 3mm in the lower body and then 2mm in the upper body. But having said that, I've got the full range of the suits out here. Now this Hyperfreak basically comes in all different shapes and weights. This particular suit is a 3-2, but exactly the same suit comes in a 4-3, which is a great autumn-spring wetsuit for the UK, but maybe winter in sort of lower parts of Europe overseas. Grabbing the other suits that you've got here, got some nice different colourways, nice and subtle. You've got a 2mm suit in the Hyperfreak, and that's sleeveless, or short sleeve I should say basically, just cut off, and then the rest of the suit is 2mm, so really nice mid-summer wetsuit, or if you're going travelling where it's a little bit warmer, really flexible, 100% Techno Butter, and it feels insanely light basically. It's just not like wearing a wetsuit at all. And then the first ever Techno Butter shorty is available as well in the Hyperfreak range. Okay, chest zip, just to sort of really promote the fact that you've got no restriction through the suit in terms of like a zip across the back, and Techno Butter the whole way through, really nice and flexible. So yeah, you get the full. We're doing all of the suits this year as well, because it's basically a really nice wetsuit, and for people that don't really like wearing wetsuit in summer, you want it to be as lightweight and flexible as possible, as this is what the suit is all about basically. So you've got the chest zip. Okay, you've got the toggle on the side of the chest zip as well, which basically allows you to fasten it, make sure you get no water penetration. The zip is a special corrosion-free or corrosion-resistant as PK zip, so stops it seizing up. The actual suit itself, the chest zip panel, is sewn over the top of the inside of the suit, which means that any water that's flushed through, rather than coming into the suit, is met with these two panels of neoprene, which split apart, open up nice and wide, and allow you to get in and out of the suit nice and easy. Especially easy with the Techno Butter because it's so lightweight, and it makes it nice and easy to get in and out of the suit. You do have the little key loop on the outside of the suit there. Okay, if anyone hasn't got an electronic key, then you do get that little loop on the outside. It's still pretty popular, sort of house keys, that kind of stuff. And if I turn the suit inside out, all of this blue material is that really lightweight Techno Butter running the whole way through. Now, as I said before, with the Psycho 1 and the Psycho 3, the seams are slightly different. So you get like the stitchless welded technology with Psycho 3, and with the Psycho 1 you get the welding on the outside of the suit. With the Hyperfreak, it's more sort of like old school, basic, just like the Guru was basically, which is stitched halfway through and then sealed with the glue. Most of the inside of the suit will just do the seal, or the glue basically, but where they have the the panels which are more prone to sort of pulling apart and they're under more duress and more stress, and you get the extra stitching and you get the taping there as well. Okay, but essentially that's pretty much everything that's going on with the Hyperfreak. Just a real performance wetsuit, lightweight, quick to dry, Techno Butter neoprene the whole way through, and will feel great in the water. So there's a real recommendation from the Wetsuit Centre for summer 2014.